Call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
When it comes to health, it's personal. You were created from scratch, so why not your medicine? Premier Pharmacy on Jack White Drive in Kingsport, where our solutions aren't cookie cutter. Each treatment is as unique as you are. With 25 years of creating personalized medicine, Premier Pharmacy puts you first. At Premier Pharmacy, you're a name, not a refill. Premier Pharmacy, Jack White Drive, Kingsport. Find them on Facebook or stop by for a free consultation.
Are you tired of the negative political rhetoric in the news today? Are you ready for someone who is strong in faith and ready for the challenge to lead? We finally have someone who will put people over politics. Rex Carter is your choice for Washington County Sheriff. He will bring a fresh perspective to the office of sheriff by putting people first. If you want to have a law enforcement agency led by integrity and character, then let's hear your voice for the right choice of Rex Carter for Washington County Sheriff. To learn more, go to rexcarterforsheriff.com. Authorized and paid for by Rex Carter for Sheriff Campaign.
This is Suzanne Moore of the Gate City Cross Country and Track Team, and you are listening to the home of the Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Let's go, Blue.
All right, and we're back here from Bullitt Park in Big Stone Gap. Again, 28-14 was the final. Gate City with a great effort, especially that last 2.5 quarters. Again, they outplayed the Bears 14-7 over the time span, but Union was able to get 3 quick touchdowns, and they come out of here with a 28-14 win. Chris, what do you got so far, buddy?
Okay, well, final stat numbers. I've got these. Now, I do want to say and stress, this is definitely unofficial. We lost a few minutes there when we had our technical issues, and Joe and I were scrambling and missed a few plays, but I'll read to you what I have. I have Luke Reed with a total of 4 yards. That's not indicative of his performance. He took a couple of heavy losses there when he was trying to scramble on pass plays, but I've got him with 4 for the night. Tomlinson wound up with 85 yards. He had 2 really big runs, one of 27, one of 20 yards on the night. Roten with a -2, and Blanton wound up with 21 yards. And then, of course, Big John, as I like to call him, wound up with 148 yards total on the night. Great performance by Calhoun.
Absolutely.
When it comes to the third down conversions, I had Gate City 4 out of 10. Union was 5 out of 8. And Gate City did win the battle of the penalties. Both teams were penalized 4 times. Gate City for 25 yards, Union for 40. When we look at the breakdown of scoring, Union scored first, 10-17 to go in the first quarter, 5-yard run by Lomax. Then they came back again, 4:03 to go, 63-yard touchdown run. Union came back and again at the start of the second quarter, 11:40 to go, 1-yard run, and then we come back at halftime and things turn around. Gate City scored, 6:15 to go in the third, 3-yard run by Calhoun. Extra point, however, no good. Union answers back at 11:55 to go in the fourth quarter, 11-yard run by Polier, and then Gate City answers back again, 7:16 to go in the fourth, another 10-yard run by Calhoun, 2-point conversion, good by Calhoun, and that brings us to the final score.
28-14 again is the final. So we'll take another quick break, come back. Again, we'll talk a little bit about the scores from around Southwest Virginia, Upper East Tennessee, and we'll get out of here again as we're starting to see some lightning from around, and hopefully get out of here without some rain.
Well, I believe it started sprinkling a little bit, it looks like now.
Yeah. So anyway, again, we appreciate everybody staying with us off and on throughout the night. Some technical I will definitely be working on those over the weekend to see what's going on with that. So anyway, we'll come back here in just a minute. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Tracing the roots all the way back to 1962, Weber City Drug is your locally owned pharmacy that offers personal customer service to the entire family. They strive to meet your prescription and over-the-counter needs and accept most insurance plans. They're located in Weber City across from Roberts Tire, so give them a call today at 276-386-3482. Again, that's 276-386-3482. You can also go online at wcdrugcenter.com, and they're also on Facebook, and they're open 6 days a week.
Are you concerned about the ever-increasing cost of college education? Does it worry you about being prepared for this time in your family's life? If so, there is help in the form of James River Advisors. Your local office in Gate City is managed by Edwin Cox, and he is ready to take care of all of your needs. He believes in establishing long-lasting relationships with his clients based on trust. Edwin is ready to help you with your college planning, financial planning, investments, and much, much more. Give him a call today at 276-690-8014. Again, that's 276-690-8014. He's located at 122 East Jackson Street next to Dollar General in Gate City.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
Back here live from Bullitt Park in Big Stone Gap. Again, the crowd starting to disperse a little bit of rain coming down, and Gate City with a great effort. However, came up short in this one, 28-14. We go on the road next week. We'll be at George Wythe. Of course, game time set for 7. We'll be on the air at 6 with the pregame show. And, again, interested to see what the coaches do say. Of course, a lot of injuries. I know they like to keep things pretty close to the vest, but be interested to see timelines of when we may see some of these guys back, and, again, the health as we came through here tonight. Great, valiant effort, but, again, just came up short. We won 2.5 of the 4 quarters, but again, you got to play 4 quarters, and that's what happened. So,
Chris, well, Joe, you've also got to look at this from the positives. I mean, again, compare this to last year.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was a continuous clock.
It was. They jumped up. It was actually 33-0 at halftime. Gate City scored 2 late scores. 33-13 was the final from last year. So,
but still, you compare the play, the fight, the grit of this team.
Oh yeah,
things are going in the right. I know we keep saying that things are going in the right direction, and they really are. We've just got to be patient.
It's a process, that's for sure. So, yeah, you just don't want to. You just hate to see some of these get by, but it is what it is. And again, like I said, hopefully everybody will be back. That's again with a few injuries, sort of banged up, and again looking play a good George Wythe team next week, again on the road. They have a dynamic quarterback wide receiver combo. Our secondary will definitely have to be on point, as again they won last night 31-16 I believe over Auburn. So Chris, you got any scores coming through as we wrap things up?
Yeah, we've got just a few. Let me make a note here before I forget it. Maybe, because I don't see it. Okay, so a couple of Virginia schools have gone finals now. Eastside holds on. They take down Lebanon 28-14. Grayson County blanked by Marion. Marion wins 9-0.
Wow.
At last report, Bluefield was holding on over Richlands 24-21. And let's see, Chilhowie scores again. They're leading Northwood now 41-6. Ridgeview still all over Lehigh 34-6. Honaker over Grundy. That one may have gone final now. Last report it was 30-14. When we flip over to Tennessee, there are some shockers going on. Knox Catholic 28-3 over Science Hill.
Homecoming not so happy on the hill.
That falls right into your proposed homecoming trap that you believe in so much. Dobbins Bennett 24-0 over Daniel Boone. Crockett 42-0 over Sullivan Central. It's about what we expected. Hampton 37, Johnson County nothing in a lightning delay right now.
The Dogs have woke up from Hampton.
That one really does surprise me. Elizabeth and Cherokee still in the lightning delay. Sullivan North 14, Pigeon Forge 0. And now I just had a bulk of scores come in. Rural Retreat 30, Holston 22 in the fourth quarter. Looks like you and I both missed that one. Franklin County 28, Hidden Valley 14. Let's see, Northside 35, Galax 21. Rockbridge County, here we go, 30, Fort Defiance 0.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really all we've got coming in. As soon as I say that, I get another update. Sullivan North has scored yet again a couple of times. The score now, Sullivan North 34, Pigeon Forge 8. And if I keep looking and I keep scrolling, I'll probably find some more. It looks like Knox Catholic has scored again. It's now 42-14. And Tennessee High is beating Abingdon 28-3. That's with 5:18 to go in the third. 49-7 now. David Crockett over Central. Let's see, and that's the Eastside Lebanon score. Final score, Castlewood 42, Rye Cove 6. And it looks like that's about all that's come through for now.
With those scores right there, you know who's perfect in our picking panel this week?
I'm afraid you're going to tell me.
Larry and Andy.
Larry and Andy.
They went for the upset with the Holston Rural Retreat. They picked the Castlewood, Rye Cove.
So have they had their court date yet for that moonshine steal they were caught with?
I don't know yet. Hopefully they'll at least get their scores to us. All right, so with all that said, we will sign off here from Bullitt Park. Great effort by Gate City. Again, it is a process. Hope that everybody that was hurt tonight can come back from that. Again, we'll be on the air next week. George With.
I'm sorry, Joe. I just had a bug fly in my ear. I started doing my Michael Jackson impression.
I didn't know if you saw another goat. There's been some random goat sightings. But anyway, so for both of y'all that's out there listening to us right now, we appreciate you. No, again, folks, we do thank you for listening to this as a rebroadcast. You know, it's because of the great people and the great support. We want to say thank you again to our advertisers, all of our sponsors for what they do, making this a reality. Again, celebrating these young people. Again, we'll be back on the air Wednesday night. Again, that the Blue Devil Live weekly radio show. We'll have coaches and highlights. We will have Miss Caitlin Parton on as well. The Gate City golf team will be playing at the Region 2D Championship Tournament on Tuesday. We'll have results from that. We also have Miss Barry, captain of our academic team, which will be joining us as well. And you never know who shows up at the campus. So, Chris, final thoughts as we sign off.
Progress. We keep seeing progress. We keep seeing improvement each game. They're going to get there. I feel it.
So, again, hopefully breakthrough next week. Again, this kind of talking about the Mountain 7, not really important at this point. Looking at the playoffs, looking to get power points, looking to get wins, looking to improve as we move forward. So, for Mr. Carr, this is Joe Carter. Again, we want to say thank you to everybody tuning in tonight. We'll be back on the air on Wednesday. Make sure you follow us through all of our social media outlets. Again, we'll have scores and highlights, results. We thank you again. Again, you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.